Oh wow, hold on. When it almost ran, I put my finger over that and then it started squirting out there. Oh, it just pours out of there. Yeah, son of a...
I don't think it's gonna run leaking fuel like that.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's getting fuel, do you?
I don't know how it can be.
Hey, come on. Come here. Yeah. What's going on? Cooper, come on. Oh, he's into something, this one. Huh? What are you into? Oh, yeah, get him. So I got a fuel pump for this thing. You got to order like all the parts unless you order it from CAT, basically shipped direct from China. So what a pain in the butt. But finally it's here. It's been like a month basically since I ordered the thing. So what we're going to do is we are going to throw the fuel pump on this guy today and see if you guys are right, if it's actually a fuel knock, which I still don't believe. But that'd be pretty sick if it was. And if not, then, you know, probably get into tearing the engine out. You need some water? Come on. Coop, right here. Come on. Bailey. Okay. Oh yeah, see, there it goes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, cow.
Just gotta
Take the top off.
loosen those.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I guess
take
that's
top
what
or
it
the
is.
bottom. What part did you get? Oh, this
got
part you
I got
did.
the whole pump.
Not this too. All this.
Yeah, the whole pump.
Oh, everything. Okay.
Now my ratchet's stuck. There we go. I think there's a couple seals in here and it kind of leaks out these weep holes here. Yeah, you guys get a better view of that than I do, but I gotta try and wipe that face off. I believe it's gonna go just like that. I made a little gasket for it. Alright, come on. O-ring. What are you doing? Half-inch too long. Pump is in.
Really?
Yeah.
You ready for this? And I'm still messing around with this. Boy, you tasked me with one simple thing, and I put it on backwards. Okay, unscrew that that elbow right. No, that one there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we should be able to bleed the system now, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Let me go turn the fuel on, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, it's pumping.
Really?
Yeah, I can feel it pumping. Wow. Yeah, it feels nice.
I'll believe it when I see fuel coming out the bleeder.
I bet the stinking tank's empty.
Oh, it's bone dry what I see.
Yeah. Think I should put the whole 5 gallons in?
Yeah, dump it all in.
You know, before, right when we put it on, I don't know if there was still fuel in the line. I could feel it pumping.
There you go. There's got to be a screen up top or something.
What does this thing do?
This stupid fuel system should be simple as can be.
Clean.
Wow.
Empty. All right, we're losing our minds here. We can't, so we pulled off the fuel filter. Where is that? The fuel filter's like half full. We're just not getting any fuel to bleed. And then when you pump this, you can hear it, it's sucking from the inlet of the fuel filters. Oh yeah, okay. It's coming out. Yeah, I wonder if that filter is just so empty. I wonder if we should just fill that filter up with fuel.
It's possible. That's good.
I mean, it didn't look filthy or anything. It looked fine.
Yeah, I don't know. You said unrelated, that noise, that slapping. I don't know what that could be.
Oh, it could just be it. You're not convinced.
I don't know.
But now I see it tuckers out.
What the
It's
world?
Now I'm getting air.
Now you're getting air.
We did find one picture online that shows the pump backwards.
You mean that little hand pump?
Yeah. It shows basically the inlet coming in the bottom from here. So go bump it over. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. You see that?
I see that. Now we just got to make sure our stupid, if that would be backwards, that's not going to hurt anything as it's trying to run.
See, now I'm not getting...
Huh?
Oh, it's coming out that thing again. Son of a gun.
Oh, where? Where the...
That drain tube.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So that drain tube is not anything to do with that little pump?
It is, but I think there's one more spot. Roll it over again a touch. It's just pouring out there again like it
The
had
drain
been.
tube.
Yeah. All right, we got to turn around. Now that thing's a little loose there.
Feels different, huh?
Yeah.
Not necessarily?
Oh, now it's just pouring out that.
Oh, it's pouring out that side? That
Down
overflow?
that drain tube. So why is it follows the path of least resistance? So if that's open, it goes out there. But if it's not open, it's gonna pour out that. Yeah. So we think the primer pump is always backwards because even when we were down at the junkyard messing with it, whenever we would pump it, it would blow bubbles in the tank. And now it's not doing that. It'll bring fuel up to our bleeder, which is correct, right? But now we've got the same problem where if we prime it, it's coming out that overflow down there. So what is going on there? What is plugged? We got a different problem. Something's going on, right?
Even if we try and start it, the fuel is going to pour out
Yeah,
of
you
there.
can try, roll it over, yeah. I think it already did.
Yeah, it already
roll
did.
it over and it just poured out of there.
Yeah, so if we start it, it'll be pouring out.
It'll just... Yeah, oh! Just
Pouring out, huh?
out of there, yeah.
Well, does the whole pump have to come off, or just is there part of it can come off?
I do not know. Well,
You got to study that fuel pump, the injector pump.
yeah. Yeah.
And like you said, maybe go to Greg's, pop that off. You know?
Huh. I guess maybe that's a sign.
Of what?
Even though we probably got licked on these two machines, everything's gonna be okay. What do you think? You driving us home?
Step one, it's the right thread.
Yeah, we just need
The biggest breaker bar you have. Miracle. Wow.
Boy, I should just push it right off, I think. Holy shit.
Got it. Something was binding on you.
Okay. Still do not understand what is leaking, so I guess maybe we'll have to take that bearing off. I don't know. This is why we're coming up here to take this one off. So still, somehow, diesel fuel is getting into this cavity, right? So maybe the injection pump just needs a rebuild or something like that. I don't know. But now that we've got this off, it's kind of a free way just to play around with it, because if I mess this one up, then at least I got another crack at it on the machine. If I don't, then maybe we can actually just rebuild this one and put it on the machine. You know, take it up there and swap it out. That might not be bad. So. All right, so Greg, the guy here, said, hey, I got something I want you to see if it runs. You can make a video on it. So it's an old Cherokee, I believe. It's got a 360 in it. What do you guys think? You want to see that in video? Oh, yeah. It looks like there's some headers on it. It's a nice coil. It looks like someone actually had a nice engine in it. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to watch it run. Yeah, this side's sticky. This thing to me just seems like an unreasonably large fuel injection pump. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. So this one has a filter. But it looks, I guess I got lucky, it looks like a washable filter, so I guess I'll be able to just wash this one up and put it in there. Look at that. It comes right out. So there's our drive shaft, and I do not see a single seal on this thing. So let's take a step back and see if we can figure out where this goes. So, comes out up here, and I also believe comes out down here in this pump. So for some reason there's like a little wheat pole right there for the transfer pump, which has to be these guys right here. So if we're getting fuel out of here, it's clearly got to be an air of some sort, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's a check valve in that fuel filter housing, possibly. Kind of odd. It's not really what I expected. It makes a lot of sense where most people would say that it's a bad transfer pump, why you have this, but I'm not willing to buy into that theory. Right now where I'm at with this is I'm kind of missing the link of what's going on with this filter housing, right? Because I believe there could be a fuel bypass valve in this, and I just can't see it, obviously, because I don't have that part with me. So I've been reading the manual, looking at stuff. Really, there's only two places that I can be leaking fuel from. Number one is a fuel pump like this. And number two is just through this port up here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to pack up all of our knowledge and our spare parts, and we are going to head up and see. Hopefully, I can decipher something in here, and if there's nothing that could be putting fuel out that weep hole from here, then I am going to throw this pump on, because sometimes, and you guys probably understand it too, it just doesn't seem like when you get bad quality used parts, they actually work, right? So this is probably an old genuine Caterpillar pump. Maybe all we need is just this to put on. A little colder than I had hoped. Don't give me any ideas. This might be impossible to do alone. How come you're here today?
I don't know.
Tell the viewers what's actually going on. Someone's down in Florida.
Oh, I was kidnapped and brought here again.
Yeah. That's not true. I should have you mic'd up. Let me know if you want me to mic Lisa up next time. The answer's gonna be a resounding yes. All right, so if you look down here, there's this fuel filter housing, and then there's also, I believe, what is like a little bit of a fuel distribution block. And then we get to the part that we tore apart in the garage. So I'm kind of guessing that the issue lies within that fuel distribution block. Okay. All right. So this is very simple. This is exactly what we had on the bench. So this is our incoming fuel. I believe it comes up right here, goes into here, and will come out here. We'll go up through this right side here, which is right in line with this port. So can't really see it, but so that's our incoming fuel. So our outgoing fuel will go out through the middle of the filter. And to me, it looks like it fills this whole cavity right up with fuel. So one question is, where does this other hole go? So it does go somewhere. It's freaking me out. Ah. It comes out, there's a little hole right there. So that would make sense why, if the bleeder was open, it would go straight through, come out the bleeder. If the bleeder was not open, I guess I can somewhat confidently put this back together. Now, actually, let's fix that sediment bowl. So this is what was up in there, nothing. And I got the filter off the other one. So this is what's supposed to be up inside. There's a little filter. All right. So I should have some air. And I think I'm gonna have to fill up this entire filter. So it might take me a while. But it pumps real nice now. Way nicer than it did before. So one really interesting thing is, remember I pointed out there's two holes in here. There's the center bleeder and then that little one on the side. So watch what happens to that drain in question down there when I basically fill up this bleeder cavity up here. See that? I'm getting fuel leaking out there. So this will not stay full because it drains right out that cavity. So we could have something so simple going on as that bleeder wasn't seated correctly. I mean, if this is loose, it's going to leak fuel while it's running. There's no question there, right? So it just leaks right past that needle valve. This is not sealing at all. All right, this is getting epically hilarious. I'm nervous right now because I feel like we actually might have figured something out and gotten extremely lucky. So look at this. See that little tip of that needle valve sitting out? Before it would never get that far. I think what actually happened was someone just whacked it so the threads were a little crooked. I cannot breathe through that now. So it appears to me at the very least the bleeder was never getting closed all the way. All right, so now let's see what happens. No way. It's not coming out of there like it used to. You guys know there's basically one thing left to do, right? So we're watching down there for fuel. So fuel's on, so let's try and start up. I don't think it's gonna leak fuel anymore. But remember, before you get your hopes up, Lisa, could still have a horrible engine knock, right? So let's just start it up. At least if we start it up and it doesn't leak fuel really bad, then we'll know that the engine needs to come out. I don't see a leak in fuel, amazingly so. I mean, it sounds loud and clanky, but it's a massive diesel. I think it's supposed to kind of sound like that. just doesn't sound right. Man, amazingly though, works just fine. It sounded like it was almost going to clear up for a second there. But I don't think it's going to. Interesting. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it for today because I think next thing I want to do is probably put a borescope down the cylinders and kind of see. Because who knows? I mean, a lot of people said it sounds like it just needs the snot run out of it. It could very well just need that. It could be getting air, like I said. It just sounds like it's missing on a cylinder. It doesn't sound so much like a rod knock anymore. And it's just such a big engine. Everything's so violent. It's not really like what I'm used to hearing, right? So please, as always, leave any suggestions you have in the comments because we really don't know what we're doing with these things. I dealt for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, with just trying to figure out that a bleeder was loose. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting ride, right? So we'll see if we get lucky or if we got to pull the engine on this thing. Oh yeah, it's totally f***ed. Well, maybe. Oh yeah, I think it just locked up. Well, it sounded like it was kind of gonna clear up, so I gave it a little bit, you know? And then I shut it off, and now it won't spin back over.